Well, welcome to the War Rogers tutorial channel. Thank you for watching. If you noticed, I kind of expand my screen just a little bit. And I don't usually do that, but I want to show you all something. First off, the party. I'm gonna talk about this a little later, but if you want to link a Pokemon, all you have to do is just post it in normal here, but you can also post it in trade, but there is a difference. This is a normal Smeargle, okay? The Smeargle is going to be a non-shiny Smeargle. The Pidgeot is going to be a shiny. I want you all to look at the difference. Look at this. And yes, for laziness reasons, I did post it in trade chat. Anyways, so this is just a tutorial. Please don't PM me, because this is PandaJJ's Pidgeot, and I'm not selling it. Anyways, so there you go. If you want to check out a Pokemon, all you gotta do is click the link. Shiny Pokemon are usually going to be in this gold text, or I wouldn't, well, not really gold text, like kind of like a yellowish. Normal Pokemon are going to be in like this normal blue text. Okay, so I'm probably talking about some of the basic stuff here. Let's go into some of the symbols. Some people do these symbols, so I'm gonna do my little normal thing here. So people usually like to open up a trade every now and then. Let me go and show you some of the common symbols. So let's go and start with WTB. The trade chat is starting to get a little bit archaic, but some people are still kind of old-fashioned and they use the trade chat. We're going to talk about the global trade link in just a moment. But meanwhile, I want to show you some of the symbols. WTB means want to buy. Here, I'll show you again. WTB. Those symbols. Okay. WTS means want to sell. I'll show that again. And last but not least, and this is a very archaic symbol, but if you're a 2013 player, maybe even 2012 player, and if you just recently come to this brand new generation of 2016 global trade link and stuff, and you have no idea what's going on, well, for some of those older players, they remember this symbol, WTT. That means want to trade, because before the whole Pokemon money, or PokeYen, WTT means want to trade. Because back then, before there was money, there was like an elaborate barter system, where you trade lucky eggs for shinies, and yeah. Anyways, so I was talking about PokeYen, which is probably the most important aspect of trade. Look on the top left of my screen. I don't usually show this, but specifically for tutorial purposes, I'm going to show you this. As you can tell, I'm extremely broke. I'm like just $8. But yeah, this is 8 in-game money. How you can earn in-game money is if you sell things on trade, and some people ask me, is this real money? No, it's not real money. It's just it's the in-game economy. So how do you earn this PokeYen? Well, very simple. You can either sell things here, or you can battle NPCs for it. So there we go. So don't worry. This is not. This has nothing to do with real money. Don't worry about it. So yeah. Panda, do you have anything to add about the whole trade thing or trade chat?
I guess trade chat is channel based right now. So if you switch channel, you will get and post in trade chat, different people will see it. So if you're gonna use trade chat, I would recommend channel 1 or 2 because those are the most popular channels. So then people will actually see your messages, and they will also post there.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it seems almost like the main trade channel is like at channel 1, right?
Yeah, channel 1 is the biggest channel for everything.
Yeah, I mean, and so sometimes the trade chat is a lot cheaper than Global Trade Link, and sometimes Global Trade Link is a bit cheaper than Trade Chat. But we're going to talk about Global Trade Link in a moment. But meanwhile, I want to go directly to the trade window. So let's say that we do it the old-fashioned way, and I see Panda's offer. He's wanting to sell something, or actually, let's just say I'm selling my Smeargle. What Panda would do is either right-click my name and do the trade, or I guess he can do it in the chat box. I think it's a lot more efficient to click the person's sprite, since you have to trade somebody while their sprite is right next to you, or really close to you. So there we go. So here's a trade window. I want to talk specifically about the money box. I'm gonna start off with the money box here, because I know that some newer players are kind of having a bit of some trouble with the money box and how to navigate it. Okay, so I see people doing this, doing the plus and minus. I mean, yeah, it's really nice, but it also kind of kills your it also kills your drive here. But here's another thing though. If you want to change your amount, click the middle and change this number from 8 to like 5 or something. 5, or this is just getting a bit
So actually, I actually have money. So if you want, so I can show.
Sure.
So
sure.
basically, when you press the middle, you can just type in any amount, and then it will show up like that. And generally, when you trade for lots of thousands. So pressing plus and minus is not efficient at all, because you're gonna trade for a lot more than that.
Yeah. So true. Yeah. And like I said, how you know how much money you have, just look at your top left of the screen, and you should see the amount of money you have. Another thing that I want to show is Pokemon and items. You can trade clothing and bags, and just for the sake of my privacy, I don't want to show what's inside my bags, but I am willing to show Pokemon though. So there we go. So there should be that, and Alright, Pidgeot. Now, look at this. This has a black background to it, but the Pidgeot, though, notice how it has a yellow background, and the reason why is because Pidgeot is a shiny, and how you can tell it's a shiny is because it has a star, and you know, it also has a sprite there, but yeah. And then the confirmation system, like for instance, this is to prevent any fast traders. Like, so some people who are like, man, what did I just lock to? So it's basically like a double confirmation. So how you do it is that you just lock your list if you feel confident, and Panda at the moment has an unlocked list. Would you like to lock that for me, Panda?
Sure. Should I show items as well?
Sure, yeah, you can show items as well. Yeah.
So when you want to trade items, you do the same as Pokemon. You just drag and drop.
Yeah, just go to your bag and yeah, your bag is right here.
But sometimes you have more than one item of a certain item. So when you drag it, you get a similar overlay as the money. So you have to type or use plus and minus to select the amount of items you want to trade.
Yeah, and like I said, for privacy reasons, I'm not gonna really show my the amount of items I have in my bag.
So now I just locked.
And this is a double confirmation, and there will be a count box, and you know it's gonna be drag and drop, like Panda says. You can trade TMs, not HMs, and you can also trade clothing. Just recently, staff members have recently enabled where you can trade the makeup kit and the name change ticket. So there you go. So this is the trade confirmation. There's going to be an extra window here that's going to say, "Are you sure?" This is a double confirmation just to make sure you're absolutely secure with your trade.
Yeah, so basically when you press lock, then you cannot change any items, money, or Pokemon. So when both players have locked in, you can look at your other person's screen and your own screen. You can see exactly what's up for trade. So to make sure that they're not trying to cheat you, and then you can confirm the trade.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure if this is still a common thing that people do every now and then, but sometimes scammers, what they like to do is they're like, all right, 80k, all right, fine, and then all of a sudden they just, as soon as you're near locking and you feel comfortable, they immediately remove that zero, lock the list, and then it's like, oh, all right, and then all of a sudden you're like, 8k? Why'd I get 8k? And then, you know, it's because the person moved the zero immediately. So you need to watch out for particularly the money and some of the items. Make sure nothing is what's the word I'm looking for, Panda?
Well, just make sure that after the person you're trading with lock their list, make sure that everything is correct, because you can change as much as you want before you lock the list.
Yeah, so be really careful on that. Anyways, so I clicked a yes, and it may take a little bit to load the you need to confirm your trade, Panda.
So we're trading now.
Yes. And then awaiting confirmation, which means, and then trade completed. There's like a little thing, trade completed. Now, if your party is full, then that means if someone gives you 1 or 2 Pokemon, then it'll say trade failed due to size restrictions. So, in other words, if someone has a full party, you need to ask them to to put 1 or 2 Pokemon in the PC for about 1 to 2 minutes before you go back to the trading. So I do want to mention some more options here. And you know, one more thing before I go out of the trade window. There's also the question mark, which you can click, and they'll give you a bit of some pointers. So there you go. So now let's go ahead and go to the gift shop. Now the gift shop. Oh, oops. Gift shop is here, and this means that you do get to spend real money on this. This is donation. This is donation money to the game. $1 US equals 100 reward points. That's according to Carkill. So, so some of these are like 500 reward points, and you know, and you can get all different helmets, and so some of these are exclusive to just people who get the points, and then you can also get the name change ticket, which recently the name change ticket and the makeover kit is tradable. Amnesia Brace and PC expansion is not tradable. Last but not least, in the gift shop we have the secret base items, which is also not tradable. Secret base items are currently not tradable. So there we go. And donor status is really interesting. So donor status, you can read that, you know, 10% faster egg hatch rates, 10% chance of encountering shinies. Wow, that's a really nice investment for any of those shiny hunters out there, and 25% XP in battles. If I were you, I'd purchase that. So, anyways, I disconnected, so I'm going to be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and I did try to finish up the video here, but yeah, if you want to get more reward points, click there, and so, since my username is going to be available in the website, I'm not going to show what the window looks like, but what I can give you a description of what the window looks like. It's going to ask you for either a Visa or Bitcoin or whatever pay method you want. I mean, more information is on the website, so you can get more reward points. So there we go. Panda, what do you think about the reward point system?
Well, it's a very nice way for people to play this game for free. So instead of having like subscriptions or things like that, they have a donation system. So the game keeps going by donations instead. Some of the items are also useful, like the Amnesia Brace, or sometimes if you want more XP, the donator status. But yeah, in general, it's just a way to support the game, and you can get nice things in return. I think most people do it for the vanity items, perhaps.
Yeah. That's true. All right, so now let's get to the more exciting part of trade. Global Trade Link. Oh boy. This baby. How would you describe the Global Trade Link, Panda?
So Global Trade Link is the best thing that happened to this game regarding trade. So basically, it's like a shop where you put up items and Pokemon, and you put a price on it. And if people want to buy, they pay, and you get the money. It's very simple.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. The problem before was that if you want to trade with somebody, you have to use trade chat or like try to contact them. But here you don't actually need to be online to sell your things or to. Well, you have to be online to buy, of course. But basically, the seller you buy from doesn't have to be online. So it makes trade a lot quicker. So for example, when you're breeding, you're catching lots of Pokemon, and some of them might be good, but they might not be what you're looking for. So you can sell them, and then you can buy the things you're looking for. And if everybody does this, then you get the Pokemon you need a lot quicker, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah. And by the way, I do want to show at the bottom right this. I am pointing to the Global Trade Link icon, so if anyone's looking for that, there it is. But now, let's go into some of the technical stuff. So, the Poke listings, for example. The Poke listings. There is a Pikachu out here for 1.2 mil, but what happens if, for instance, I want a Tauros? Well, then I can type in there we go, Tauros. I'm trying to spell here. But yeah, there's the newest listings, the old listings, and there's also the lowest price listing, and there's also the highest price listing, which I will let that buffer a little bit. The highest price Tauros is for 1.5 mil. So there you go. But here's the thing, though. You can also do another advanced search as well. There's an option here with Pokemon, and that is you can manipulate the gender, you can manipulate if it's shiny or not, you can manipulate the nature, the egg group, the levels. Let's see, I'm just gonna do like level 50. Yeah, and then you can manipulate the IVs. And then you can search here. And as you can see, the higher the price, usually the more quality it has. So sometimes you can get a really good deal, and other times you're better off with the more expensive option. Yeah, but overall, if you want to refresh, this means that that there are some new trades coming in every day or every minute or whatever. So you can refresh your options, see if anyone brought in something new to the table. So it basically refreshes it. Now if you want to cancel out your search entirely, all you gotta do is just click this little X button. Now let's go to the easier part of the global trade link. The items. Items are pretty self-explanatory. All you gotta do is just type in what you need, and you can buy it based upon the same rating system. Now, let's go to the listing. Oh boy. Now, Panda, do you mind if I borrow some of your 80K to list something really quick to show my?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. So, for instance, if I wanted to list, okay, I'm gonna list this vote. First of all, I would like to be well versed as to how much people are currently selling it for. So I'm gonna check out how much people sell this thing for. So let's look. Alright, so I kind of have a grip on the market at the moment. But hang on though. Try to be reasonable with your price. So for instance,
What are you trying to sell?
I'm trying to sell this.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And you can create a listing, but you can only do it if you access the global trade link via your computer. Now, all you gotta do is just put in the Pokemon here, and you need to put in a unit price. You can, I guess I can do 50K?
No.
No?
No, that thing has terrible IVs. So basically, there is no reason for anybody to buy that Pokemon. So, and no matter what price you put on it, it's never going to sell. So you should be a bit careful.
So how about just a simple 10K?
Yeah, that's way too much. So like when people sell for 10K, they usually have 31 in one of the stats, or it might have several stats which are higher than 27. So the point about the global trade link is to sell and buy cheap, so you can trade quickly. And your Pokemon has absolutely no value. It doesn't have any value for breeding, so therefore it doesn't sell in general.
But can it sell to a newer player, for instance, who's playing Hoenn?
Yeah, some people do that, but then you have to evolve it first. So if you sell fully evolved Pokemon, then newer players might buy them. But I feel like that's kind of cheating, because it's not worth that kind of money, it's just that they don't know better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, but yeah, whenever you sell something, try to sell something that counts. Like for instance, my listing at the moment, I'm selling a Hauntail for 60K, and it has 28 special defense and 22 defense, but the rest of the stats are pretty mediocre. But if I look at the Pokemon listing, so many people want to get rid of their Hauntails. You know, there's mine, but the rest of the people have like, you know, they want a bit less. So yeah, whatever you do, try to make a listing. Be extremely careful. That there's also a fee that I want to show you. Like if I list it for 50K, the fee is going to be 2.5K. So it's not just the Pokemon you're selling, but you also need to figure out how much of a fee you'll have to pay before you sell the Pokemon. So there you go. But what happens if I want to buy a Pokemon? Like do you mind if I buy a demo Tauros really quick?
Sure.
Yeah. So let's say that I want to get a Tauros that's like level 1 for an example. Oh, and these are kind of expensive, but that's partly because they're all breeds, and the expensive ones usually come directly from the daycare. So if you don't want to try the level 1 Tauroses, you can try like level 20 something, which gives you a little bit more of a broader range. But if you really want the cheapest Tauros you can get, then it's 5.8k. And how you buy it is you click this, and then this brings us to the next topic. Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't go into my mail system. Oops. So if you get it directly from the PC, it just goes to your party. But what happens if I just stand over here? So I'm gonna buy this. Now, I bought it not from the PC. So let's see. There's a blinking unread mail if you don't see it. There it is. And it gives you like a little description of mail, which I'm about to give in just a moment. But mail is going to be right here. PC I'm going to talk about in a later video. So you claim your prize from the GTL. It should say system GTL purchase. Claim that, and then you can delete it. Now, mail is also another topic I want to talk about, and actually it's going to be one of our last topics that we're going to talk about. So mail is really convenient when you want to catch somebody while they're offline, or if they're extremely busy. Recipient, for instance, PandaJJ, for instance, and it's always good to put in a subject so somebody can just catch your mail. Like, oh well, Panda will be like, what will this best friends guy want? So I put in a subject. I can drag in a Pokemon and an item like I did in the trade window. I can trade a Pokemon and an item, and I can trade how many of an item I want, but it just as long as it's the same item. Pokemon, you can only trade one, and attach money. I can give Panda like 10k, for instance, and it won't really matter because the fee is still going to be 1k. And then the body here, I can just say hello. Hello, Batman. There we go. And then I can just send the mail there, and it should be, and then there should be a little box here that says your mail has been sent successfully. Now let's go and look at another mail. So some mail I got here, for instance. Let's go ahead and look at Jerry Zoo. Oh, he gave me 10K. That's nice of him. I forgot to pick up that. Well, not the 10K, but the $10. I forgot to pick that up. Anyways, so yeah. So Jerry, I can respond to him by clicking that reply button, and then there'll be an RE, was online, and then you can send that mail in response to Jerry. Now, if you want to delete something, you can do an X. Like I can delete Jerry Zoo's mail. So there we go. Panda, do you have any additional comments about the mail system?
No, not the mail.
Alright.
I guess the mail system is useful if you don't have anybody to trade with and you have several accounts and you can send things between the accounts. But it's a mailing fee of 1K, so it's not that useful. And it's also useful for trading with people that are offline. So if you borrowed something and need to give it back, then you can do it through the mail system.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's the major benefits of it.
Yeah, I mean that's what yeah, that's the beauty of the mail system. You know, you get, you know, I catch a lot of people like during my YouTube videos and stuff, and you know, like I'm like, oh man, thank you so much for doing this, or thank you for doing that, and you know, it's easier to catch people via mail than literally wait until that person is online. You can just send them a little mail letter. It's almost like a like the postal service almost, in those PO boxes where people check their PO box, like once they're online to see who mailed them. I feel almost like this is like a PO box system. Do you have PO box, Panda?
No, I don't.
Oh, all right. But yeah, that's what it almost feels like. You know, like it feels almost like I'm going. It's almost like a portable. Well, not like a portable, but it's like a computerized postal office or postal service. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. And thank you so much, Panda. And I'm gonna have to ask you to give me back the Smeargle. Anyways, this is the Roy Rogers tutorials. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel. Like or dislike the content that you see here. And Panda's gonna do one more trade. And this is the Roy Rogers tutorial channel signing off. The final trade.